What's up? It's Shell, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my tongue piercing and how it affected my vaping and just the horrible long weeks that I did have with it. So first off, we'll just talk about how swollen my tongue was. My tongue was so swollen that it was literally from bar to bar. It was ridiculous. And I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of horrible clips of how I sounded and just, let's just go to it. Alright, so let's talk about what the piercer told me, okay? So right after I got my tongue pierced and my belly button pierced, he told me how to take care of it and how to maintain it. So we'll start off with the tongue piercing. So first what he told me was to make sure that I have some Listerine, and with this, he told me to mix it half and half. So if I'm going to do Listerine, then I need to make sure I fill up half of it with water too. You know what I'm saying? Half and half. And one thing that I thought for myself was to have one dish on the go. Because, you know, when you're out and about, you're going to have food, you're going to have drinks. You know, you just want to make sure that got some drool. You just want to make sure that, you know, you got something to clean your mouth out with. Another thing he mentioned was to have pain reliever, and what I got was Aleve, and I believe he said ibuprofen, but I got Aleve, and you know, I got the daytime and the nighttime one because obviously you are going to be healing through the day and through the nighttime, so I just got, you know, day and nighttime one, and that's what I've been taking, and that's what's been working because I haven't been feeling any pain. The only thing that I'm having issues with is just, you know, I got a fat tongue, and I'm pretty sure you can tell by my delicious slur. Did you see that? Did you see the horribleness? Because I felt like it was horrible, and I got a lot of comments and just the people telling me the way I sounded, and no. They would say things like, oh my God, have you ever watched that show? What's it called? The Mighty Bee. That's what it is. That's what you sound like. You know that duck? Daffy Duck. Yeah, that's what you sound like. That's just how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And people would say, oh, you sound so cute. Oh, I like the way you sound. Oh. And I'm just sitting there suffering, like trying to pronounce my words, trying to make sure I'm not drooling while I'm talking, trying to make sure I don't bite my bar, making sure I don't eat ketchup. But with that, you know, I had to practice, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple of different tricks that I did need to get down and I did need to practice. So I would try to practice anyways, just like I was eating anyways, just like I was just having my fish and chips and just grubbing down, eating hot Cheetos anyways. I had to like try and learn again because the O's would not come out. Every time I would blow out an O, because my tongue was so just crazy, it would not come out, so it would literally drive me up the wall. So after a while it did get tiring and I did get sick of it, and you know, finally it is, you know, fully healed. But I feel like since my bar is still the same bar that they gave me because of the swelling, I think it does still affect my vaping a little bit, because when I try to blow an O, it doesn't come out as clean as it used to. It comes out a little bit sloppy. So I might have to go, well, you know, I have to go run down to the store and get a smaller bar. But as of right now, like, it does still affect my vaping, because every time I try to do a trick, or I try to blow smoke out, or I try to just do anything, the bar is either in the way, and before it was the fact that my tongue was so swollen and my tongue was in the way. Your tongue's never in the way. Sorry. You got to see my perverted side. But like I said, you know, it was ridiculous. Eating was very, very difficult because I always got told about all the horrible things about biting your bar. And, you know, so you got to put it on the side and you throw your neck back to swallow it. And it was ridiculous. It was a pain in the ass. And, you know, they just... fuck. And another thing that drove me wild is that I was spitting all over the place. I'd be talking to you, I mean, I spit anyways while I'm talking, but it was even worse. It would be like a chunk of spit just like chilling somewhere in my mouth and I couldn't swallow it. So I would try to like, you know what I'm saying? And either way, it would come out. You know, I'd be talking, oh, blah, or I'd be sitting there just chilling, just like, oh, look at that big old drop of Juul just all over myself. So no bueno, no bueno. So that was me for the first week and a half, and then when the second week came around, the swelling went down a lot, and I was able to start vaping again and able to start doing my tricks again, but it wasn't as clean and it wasn't as nice as it was before. And the next thing that was really, really gross about the first and the second week was that I would just have like pus. It was so gross because I would just, I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have like pus like seeping out of my tongue piercing. That's gross. That's gross. Then the third week came, and the third week was nice because, the swelling was like almost completely gone, but then the bar was in the way. So then the bar was in the way of my vaping, and it was even more of a pain in the ass. Now this week is here. Now my tongue is fully healed. It's not swollen. There's none of that. But the only issue that I still have is obviously the bar. The bar is still in the way. So I'm pretty sure once I get a smaller bar, I won't have the same issues. But for right now, like I said, when I do try to vape, it is a pain in the ass, and just, I'm pretty sure I said pain in the ass about a million different times and ridiculous about a million different times. And the other thing that really sucked was the fact that I always had to be sucking down on Listerine all day. I'd eat my food and I'd be like, oh, I'll be right back. Oh, I'll be right back. Gotta go rinse out my mouth. Rinse out your mouth? What are you doing? And we'll just go to another clip of how I sounded. It is, just go. Just go. So these are the essentials, alrighty? Some Listerine, some pain relievers, some ibuprofen, some sea salt, it's weird because I can taste it on the piercing, so I better go brush my teeth. For the most part, it was a pain in the ass, and it did affect my vaping, and right now I feel like I still have to try and relearn things because my tongue it's not the same, you know what I mean? And another thing that I noticed is that I had a favorite juice. It was like the holy grail of juice for me, and that was Devil's Fruit. Oh wait, wow, apparently it wasn't that important. Devil's Punch Bowl by Cali Vapors, and this was my favorite. And obviously when you have a favorite juice, you gotta switch off. You'll have like one full tank of it, and then you'll have like 2 tanks of a different one. Then you'll have one full tank of it and 2 tanks of a different one. But what I noticed is that like my taste buds changed. They're not as strong as they were. They're not as, you know what I mean? They're just not as like, hello, hi, oh, that tastes good anymore. It's kind of just like, what is that? That's not Devil's Punch Bowl anymore. And after I broke down and pretty much damn near died because of the fact that the taste of juice is different now. It's not the same. It's not as potent and it's not as strong, which really, 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 really sucks because, there you go, spitting again. Which really, really sucks because of the fact that I do like to go to the vape shop and be like, hey, which one do you like? Hey, which one do you recommend? Hey, which one's a more fruity flavor? Hey, which one has like a menthol taste in it? Hey, what about this? What about that? What about that? And it's like, now that I have the juices, I can't really enjoy them. I can't really enjoy them as much as I would have before. So not only is my vaping different, but also my taste buds are different. So therefore, there are 2 strikes, all right? 2 strikes already. My taste for the vapor is not the same. My smoke and my O's and all of that are not the same. So you know what? What's strike 3, huh? What's strike 3? When am I gonna be striked out already? Here. I got an idea. Why don't you go check out my How to Blow O's tutorial and watch just how clean my O's come out. Watch how sexy those O's are. They're just, oh man. Oh, Oh, and then I might as well show you guys what they look like now. You know, it's just before and after, man. Before and after. Let's just see, man. Let's just see. Hey, that one wasn't that bad. Now, I don't know if you guys feel like there is that big of a difference, but to me, and for mine, you know, just for my O's were like my favorite. I absolutely loved my O's. They came out good every single time. They came out so clean every single time. And then after I got my tongue piercing, I feel like they're not as good anymore. I mean, you guys can be the judge of that and go check out my other video and then just look over what I just showed you, because I'm kind of like up in the air, like, yeah, you know, sometimes it looks good, yeah, you know, sometimes it doesn't, and then it's just meh, 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 meh. And as always, I appreciate the views so much, and I appreciate I appreciate the comments and all the feedback that you guys give to me. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me, and I do take all of this in. And all the tricks that you guys are giving me, all the different ideas, I do practice them. And right now I am practicing the lasso, and I'm going to tell you, it is a pain in the ass. Let's just... But other than that, thank you so much for checking out this video and learning about my wonderful experience and how my vaping was affected and how sadly, you know, it did change things. But you know what? I didn't just stick my tongue out for some weirdo to pull out my tongue and stick a hole through it. So I'm just gonna stick with it and go buy a smaller bar, and hopefully things are different, and maybe my O's will come back to be as nice and clean as they were before. But, you know, you guys can go ahead and go check out my other tutorials that I have up. Maybe I learned how to do a vape chick. I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. I'm sorry. I had to do a vape chick. That would be a video, wouldn't it? I'd probably get like 5 million. You know what? Let's not. Other than that, thank you for watching. And you know what? Go check out my Instagram. That's WickedLove67. And thanks for watching. Oh, I almost forgot. And one more thing that you guys wanted to see was... Okay, all right. And you guys also wanted to see the, God, what was it? Fuck. Okay, I remember now. You guys wanted me to try out the nose O's with my mouth closed. Now, I did mention in the description on my other videos the fact that, you know, it's damn near impossible. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a go and try it out for you guys. And I'm going to get that on camera so you guys can see. Let's just... All right, let's do this. No bueno. Here, we'll try it again. I just want one. You know what I just noticed? Is that when I open up my nostrils, see how it like flares out? Not very many people can do that, but if you can, it does help with the blowing the nose. It does help with blowing the nose O's out of your nose. Wow, damn near blew out all the smoke. I'm drilling. Damn, that was a big ass O.